let them know who you're addressing your question to.
Jordan, you look around the ACC last year, there was a lot of teams that had a two-headed back system where a couple guys both got over 1,000 yards. Do you think that's something you guys can accomplish this year?
That's something we can accomplish. I don't know if we are like headed for that goal, but we just gonna go play our role, and if we get the ball, we're gonna do what we do.
Next, Kelly.
It's for Quez and AC. Just in terms of defense, you guys coming back last year didn't go where you wanted to. Kind of what are the goals and how are you guys trying to lead defense this fall?
I feel like the goal is always to be better than you were last year. So what we're doing now, we got a lot of guys back. We got a couple of new guys, who came in, transfer Ace Elay. And, he's been a leader on that defense, and also Quez as well. So I feel like for the most part right now, we're just working with what we got so it can be the best defense we can be.
And yeah, just to piggyback off what AC said, everybody's really trying to, change the narrative around here. And, everybody's just working hard and just grinding to try to, bring back winning back to this program.
Alex?
Kind of piggyback on what you just said there. They're trying to change the narrative since the end how does that motivate you?
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's real easy. Once you love football so much, like you just intrigued with everything with it. And I feel like we have, a lot of talent, more than we had in recent years on this team this year to do that. And I feel like we just got to put our head down and keep working. Like everybody's on the same page. Everybody's hungry. There's no entitlement on this team. Nobody feel like they're bigger than, somebody else. So that's just real big. There's not a lot of times where you have teams in the country that can build that type of camaraderie within the locker room. So I think that's really good for us.
Next question, Ken.
Question for all three of you guys. Coach Collins was up here a little bit. He was talking about how last night, actually, he was practicing, there was maybe more of a sense of focus and seriousness. And I'm curious if you guys have noticed that sort of thing, that kind of transformation over time in last night.
I feel like for the most part, Coach Collins been here almost 3 years. Everybody should know how things should go. We should know how to carry ourselves. There's a certain standard that is held that we expect everybody within the program to, meet that standard. So even when the new freshmen coming in, they came in and knew what to do within like a couple of days. And like, I've never seen anything like that. So I feel like the culture that's continuing to be established here is something that we're continuing to let that identify ourselves and how we carry ourselves and how we play and how that interprets to the field and off the field as well.
Yeah, we this year we kind of focused on player-led team. So like I feel like we really harped on that this year, and I feel like we have a better team just because it was player-led instead of coaching. It was more of us. So.
I feel like the leaders on this team did a really good job of setting the standard, and it was pretty much easy for the new guys to come in here and just learn what we do around here because the leaders did such a good job, and everybody just knows now. Everybody's mature and everybody just knows what the common goal is.
Ron?
Quez, are there any guys on defense that you feel are going to make a big jump from last year to this year?
That list can stretch from here to there, to be real with you. Like it's so much talent on defense. D-line, you got, freshmen coming in that, challenging, competing for reps. The linebacker room, we got me, Charlie, Ace, D-Knight, Demetrius, a new addition to our room now. We got Trent, Katavian, you got all those guys in the mix. Then safety, you got Wanye, Reek, and Derek Allens, and, guys of that nature. And it's just so much talent that we all feed off each other. And it's not like this person go out here first, this person go out here first. It really doesn't matter because, there's so much talent in the room. We just have to have trust in, who's going to get the job done.
Back over here to Kelly.
Sure. How's it feel? I mean, I imagine you have to probably be the healthiest you've been in a few years now. Just how do you notice a difference out there running around? Kind of is that exciting for you to be healthy for so long?
Oh yeah, so I mean, I was talking to Mike Gregory. He probably endless. I was telling him, man, I was like, man, I'm the old head out here now. I'm feeling old. He was like, nah, you're not as old as me. I was like, yeah, I got you. So I mean, it felt good to be back healthy again, running around. But it's day one, soft tissue will come. But I gotta stay on top of my injuries and just keep working.
Next questions for these guys? Okay.
Quez, heard you talk about this summer and you working on the case.
Mhm.
Curious kind of what you guys do and just kind of feeling you guys progress.
It was really rather easier than in recent years because me and Ace have like a off the field relationship. So it's kind of like different once you can bring that off the field relationship onto your field relationship. And we play the same position. So we were really just locked in and film, you know, just doing what we got to do, doing work at the indoor, just making sure like he had a couple of questions because, you know, he's still like new coming in. He got a couple of questions that, you know, we can help each other, you know, on that. And just really just building that camaraderie. Like he probably got as close to him as anybody. And I just really think that, you know, he's been like a good addition, not only for myself, but, you know, for this team and the defense as a whole.
Another one from Kelly.
Antonneous, just the defensive end is totally different than what you got here in 2015. Kind of just talk about Keon and Harris, just having all these different new guys and actually having depth. You guys play a game last year with defensive ends, I think.
Oh yeah.
You got a whole group.
I mean, as far as that goes, man, I love the room. I love the energy in the room. I love all of those guys, you know, on and off the field. The reason I love those guys because they're always competing. We're always competing with each other. Like, let's say we're running a sprint, you know, we're racing each other. We're making sure we get better. And it's not a toxic environment, you know, like we all hold each other to a certain standard. Even with Keon coming in, you know, he's did his part, played his role as far as like getting guys ready. And I feel like that's more so the role that I've tried to, you know, get into, that I've been trying to do this past since just coming back, just taking the younger guys and just like not worrying so much about myself. Like, okay, like you go these plays, like you need to do this, you need to do this, like make sure you do this, make sure you recover and things like that. You know, 'cause like a lot of those guys, you know, they haven't been through like the freshmen, they haven't been through a camp, they haven't really had anybody to tell them how to carry themselves. 'Cause like, I mean, this is the most important, I feel like, time of the year. You know, one of them. So I just feel like as far as the defensive ends, I feel like we've all came a long way. You know, guys have gone, guys have come in, but I feel like the overall maturity of the group and what's expected of us is really something special.
And how do you feel like just in terms of where your mind's at now?
Oh, well, I'm done with school. So, so only thing I got to worry about is school. I mean, football. You know, of course, you know, I'll be taking a couple of classes in the fall. But as far as like where I'm at, I'm just trying to be the best teammate I can be. You know, like none of the selfish, you know, things that I want to do. 'Cause I feel like when we all win, that's when the individual accolades come. If we don't win, nobody doesn't get anything. So I feel like the most part is just the goal for me is just to get close and be an impact on the guys of the team, whether it's offense or defense. Try to make a difference in those guys' lives.
Ken.
What is this kind of question? I should ask you in the spring, but you had to move from 44 to 4. I'm curious. Your 44 means like to you in particular, and
when I first got here, I wanted number 4, but I got number 44, and I kind of just, you know, like I fell in love with it, and as I, you know, began to move on my career, I started falling more in love with it, and you know, but fortunately, Hank Aaron, you know, he's a legend in this city, and he means a lot to a lot of people around here. So it was only right for me to give up the jersey, you know, in his honor, and go back to Coach Collins, you know, gave me back my high school number 4. So it was kind of like a win-win in a way, but man, like number 4 really means a lot to me, and I'm just glad I'm back in it, and I'm ready to show everybody what I can do in it this year.
Is there anything else for these young men? Matt, were you raising your hand? Okay, sorry. Okay, well.